Good evening and welcome to Theme Park Worldwide. It's the 31st of May 2019 and it's a very special day for Europa Park here in Germany. It's the opening night of Krønasår, the museum hotel, which is this huge building that you can see behind me. It looks absolutely incredible and I'm lucky enough to be staying here tonight on the opening night. I'm going to take you for a tour around the hotel, the various different facilities and also of course a room tour as well. In terms of Krønasår, it's actually located a little bit further away from the other hotels here at the resort. As you may be already aware, there's 5 different hotels here at Europa Park and also the camp resort as well. However, this hotel is located a bit further away from all of that, mainly because of Rulantica, the huge new water park that's going to be opening here on the 28th of November 2019. That's actually located right next to the hotel, and if you're staying here at Krønasår, you'll be able to connect straight into it through a corridor, but I'll talk more about that later on in the video. The hotel itself has got this beautiful Scandinavian feel to it. It looks absolutely incredible from outside and I'm looking forward to getting in there and having a good explore around, seeing the different facilities, all the theming. Europa Park put a lot of detail into their rides in the park, restaurants, bars, whatever it is, they're always heavily detailed. And this hotel looks absolutely incredible. The scale of it in photos, and as you're seeing on this video now, just doesn't do it justice. Until you park your car and walk down to the hotel entrance, you really don't realise just how big it is. There's 276 different rooms in the hotel, 28 suites, and yeah, let's head down towards the entrance and have an explore around. And we'll firstly have a look outside the front here. Wow, honestly, the structure itself, it took a long time for them to get this right and put all the finishing touches on. However, it is more than worth it because look at it. Wow, all them details all the way across, and of course this wonderful fountain in the middle here with a statue. And yes, Krønasår, the museum hotel, it's got this Scandinavian feel to it, and that's what the water park is also going to follow when that opens in November. But yeah, in terms of all the details in here, there's going to be a lot of different artifacts that have been collected in this museum. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing them all. Here's a nice Europa Park Hotels car out here as well. That transports special guests between different restaurants and bars at the other hotels. The good thing about Krønasår though is that they are actually running a shuttle bus service which is actually running from very early in the morning till late at night, which will connect you with the other 5 hotels and also the theme park as well. So this gives you a bit of an idea of where it's located. You can see all the different other hotels down here, Colosseo, obviously Balrock up there as well. There's 2 of the bigger hotels. Krønasår is located over here. So you've got the town of Rust that's all around this area, and then this is accessed via a road up to the side. Yeah, they are running the buses, as you can see. They're running until 12:30 at night, and also on weekend, well, Friday and Saturday, it's until 1:30 in the morning. So that's just to give people that connection down to the other bars in the hotels, because they do stay open very late. But yeah, I must say, first impressions from the outside are wow. It's very colourful, and I believe as we get round to the back of the hotel and the outdoor seating area, and it's even more colourful around there, so I'm looking forward to seeing that. Museum hotel up there at the top. And let's start off by looking in the lobby. Firstly, you're greeted by lots of different artefacts here. The other hotels are filled with lots of different things, however I think this one's going to win for the amount of stuff there is to see and little references to things, to all the story behind Rulantica. And here we are. So just before I show you the main feature in here, there's the reception. I do like the glass all on the front of the reception there. It's something a bit different, isn't it? All the plants hanging from up there as well. It's got a very different style theme to anywhere that I've ever stayed before. And here you can see a huge map of Rulantica, which is of course the main focus for this hotel. And you might be thinking, why are you staying here before the main event is open? Well, they're actually doing some discounted rooms between now and November for people who are staying in the hotel before the water park opens. And also they've made us aware, of course, that construction is still taking place out the back, as you'll see when we head out and have a look around there. But yeah, they're all the different areas inside Rulantica. Nice seating area just over here. Some good photo opportunities. It's just a nice chilled out area, isn't it? Loads of different books and wow, so much to discover. There's guest relations off to the side. And yes, the main feature. So what I haven't shown you yet is when you walk forward here, is this fella. Hello. Look at that. The Grand Atrium here in Krønasår. Looks absolutely incredible, doesn't it? Hanging down there from the ceiling. Absolutely huge. Down the back there, that's the entrance into Bar Eriksson, or Bar Eriks. Yes, Bar Eriksson, that's it. I did get it right first time. So many different names and facts and things to remember. This is quite nice, isn't it? But yeah, what we'll do before looking around the rest of the inside, we'll walk through the barges here and have a look at the outside and talk more about the water park and how it's all going to connect. Huge globe up there. See, we're going to be having some live music in here as well, which is quite nice. Guitar over there, some microphones. I'd say that this bar is very different to those of the other hotels here. It's actually one of the smaller bars out of the Europa Park hotels compared to the Spirit of St. Louis, which is over at Hotel Balrock. Also Colosseo, the bar at the top of there is really huge. Whereas this one, it is quite small in here. There's a lot of nice details to look at. This whole Scandinavian and nautical feel. And we'll head outside. This is all outdoor seating for the bar. And this gives you a good idea all about Rulantica. So that over there will be the main entrance to Rulantica. And this bridge just here is what will connect the hotel over to the water park. And bear in mind, you will get an hour's early entry to the water park if you are staying in the Europa Park hotels. And yeah, you'll be able to access that from this wonderful bridge just here. Very nice. Like I said a couple of minutes ago, they did say that there was going to be construction still taking place because of course the water park doesn't open yet for another quite a few months yet. That's opening this winter. But what we'll do shortly, we'll take a walk further round so we can see a little bit more from the side there. I did film a construction update from Krønasår and also Rulantica when I was here at Christmas last year, so make sure you check it out. I do think the details are very nice around here. Kind of feels a bit similar to Balrock actually in terms of sitting outside here. You've got fountain shows every so often as well. And all this is going to be even more heavily themed when it's all complete. You can see a lot of wires and more details to go in. This is going to be a huge area all around here to the side. More seating for the bar around here. Lots of outdoor seating. I could see them maybe in the future putting a bit more covering over some of this, especially if it's not great weather, with the indoor bar area being quite small. Little boat down there. So the rooms on this side have got some really nice balconies on the ground level that look out over here, over this man-made lake. And you can see some of the water slides over there for Rulantica. Like I say, all this there's a lot more detail and theming to go on to all of that. Let's continue walking outside and have a look at some different angles. Lots of outdoor seating as you saw there from the last bit of footage. A little bit further around now, some more of the outdoor seating, this time for the restaurants. They've got here 2 different restaurants inside the hotel. You can see this fountain show. It's going to be absolutely huge. It runs all the way down there. Definitely have to get a bit of footage of that later for you to see it. A little bit further around you can see more of how close it's going to be to Rulantica, and some more of the slides up there as well. Everything's just very nice and colourful with the whole hotel and the design of it all. Very, very nice, and I can't wait to see all of this complete. We'll definitely be here in November for the opening of the water park and to see it all. Then we'll go for a little walk around there. Now this will look at some of the outdoor area for the restaurant. Very nice, isn't it? A little bit further round, got the rocks all here as well. I mean, this looks like it's going to be some sort of waterfall feature running down here. In fact, I would say that's definitely going to be a waterfall feature. You can see where it's going to come out from the top there and run down. Obviously, once that's all complete. Love all the outdoor seating, it's very, very nice. And we'll continue to walk around and have a look. So the outdoor seating that you can see on this side is all for Bubba's Fens, which is the restaurant located inside here. And the fact that the fountains have just gone off makes me think that we're going to have a bit of fountain show action very shortly. Yeah, like I say, you've got two different restaurants. So this one's more laid back, whereas the other restaurant where we saw that first bit of outdoor seating just over there, that's the more upper class restaurant. But we'll have a little look inside the entrances to both of them so we can see them. Got this huge boat over here. Great piece of scenery that, isn't it? I must say the whole feel and theming around here is wonderful. Obviously once it's all complete it's going to be even better. You can see how there's a lot more details and stuff to add here. I mean, you've got some pipes coming out of the floor here, so you can see there's more to come. And this is actually going to be where guests will walk down to Rulantica, that huge water park. All the car parking is going to be all across here, and then you'll walk up this path and I think another one round that side, all bringing you up here to the water park. You get a good idea of how this is all going to be once it's complete. Oh, and there's the fountain show in action. No speakers around this side. I'm sure there will be at some point in the future. There is all speakers around there, so it's playing for those. Yeah, you can see how the path's going to expand out here, and from the parking, more trees and landscaping. The water park's absolutely huge. There's going to be some outdoor sections, swim up pool bars. There's all sorts going into it. Honestly, it looks amazing. Really does. You can see where there's going to be some more speakers and stuff, I'd imagine, looking at some of the pipe work going in down there, like what you'd normally put speaker cabling in. I'm sure this looks really good at night as well around here. But Europa Park love their fountains. They've got a few different fountain shows across the hotels now. This is the third fountain show across the hotels. The first one they put in was at Colosseo, then at Balrock, and now this one. And this is the biggest one so far in terms of all the way across here. They're just nice, aren't they, fountains? And they don't really cost that much to run either. Some more speakers and stuff down there you can see all on this decked area. But yeah, that'll be the entrance to the public for the water park. They have just announced the opening times for it, and it's going to be open until 10 o'clock in the evening, which is absolutely crazy. There's a lot of competition actually over here in Germany when it comes to water parks, so you can see why they're really trying to push the boundaries. And looking at this down here, that's going to be some sort of epic fountain feature. Looking at all of that down there, I wonder if that's also going to be programmed in with the show over here, or if that's going to be separate. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's about all we can see from the outside. This is going to be a very ongoing project. It's all going to be developing over the next few months, all leading up until the 28th of November. But I think we should head inside. Let's have a little walk back down. I believe there's like a corridor that runs the majority of the hotel that connects the different restaurants. There's a shop in there. So yeah, let's go and have a look round before I'll take you to the room. So here's a little look inside Bubba's Fens. This huge restaurant. which is very nicely themed. There's a lot of details in here actually, especially a lot that have been added since Europa Park posted some photos a few weeks ago. I thought at first, oh, there's not going to be that much to look at in here, whereas actually there's a lot of pictures on the walls, all very nautical like I say, and it looks wonderful. The bar area in the middle. And it's absolutely huge. So many details inside Bubba's Fens. And look at this, quite a cool little area to sit in there, isn't it? I wonder if you've got to be some sort of VIP to sit on that table. Absolutely love it in here, and like I say, this is the more family dining room, a lot more chilled out, and I say that, of course, anyone's welcome still in the other one, it's just this is a bit more informal. It's very, very nice. I like that fella up there. How cool. Hot air balloon. So this is the main entrance to Bubba's Fens Boathouse Restaurant. I came from outside and walked through. This is where you'd normally come to get in. It's a big play area at the side here as well. Hey! Big play area with lots of bits of theming out there. Lots to look at there, isn't it, actually? That's the thing, there's certainly a lot more going on in terms of the theming than I originally was expecting. Like I say, some early photos, especially of the restaurant, I didn't think there was going to be that much stuff. However, it's still developing, and I'm sure this view is going to look very different even in a few weeks from now in terms of adding more things into different sections. This is very nice, all down here. Lots of really cool photo opportunities, like with this polar bear just here. A little bit of information there. There we are, thanks to the Mac family for giving us the chance to perform theming works. There we are, from Universal Rocks. Ah, there we go, that's quite interesting. Because Universal Rocks, that's the company that I talk about a lot when it comes to doing rock work. In terms of with Wicker Man, they did the queue line all around there. Taron at Phantasialand, that's really interesting. Like, how fun is that? Like, Universal Rocks and all the hashtag rock work that I always talk about on the channel. That's quite funny. Nice painting all on the side just here. All the Vikings on a boat. And this is that other restaurant that I was talking about, which is just down here on the left. And this is called Krønasår. Love all these huge big pictures on the wall. Just little things like this, isn't it, that really make it. There we are, and that's a look at the Krønasår restaurant. And you can see where we walked outside round the back there, but that's a look into there. That's the more upper class restaurant. It's got a very sort of clean feel to it in terms of the decor in there. A lot of white walls and not loads of theming to look at, but that's sort of what they've gone for with that. There we are, and here's the hotel shop. Have a little look through here, see what there is. Different merchandise here for Rulantica. Snorri, that's the main mascot for Krønasår and also the water park as well. Lots of different merchandise. I mean, that's something that Europa Park have really been pushing in the past few years. All about Mac Media and the different characters. Some views out there as well towards that outdoor seating for the bar area. I think I just saw some, there we go, Rulantica caps, Camp David branded. Lindt pick and mix. They're quite cool, aren't they, with a little live vest? Is it a live vest? Oh, it's just a hook for, it's like a baby toy. I thought with it being all like nautical themed, it was like some sort of like life ring. There we go. There's Theme Park Worldwide in the mirror. Swimming gear all on sale, ready to go. Obviously, I've not mentioned this yet, but you can actually, as a hotel guest, go and use the swimming pools in the other hotels as well, which is really good. That's nice on the wall, isn't it? Cuckoo clock. It's not got the right time on it there. It must be just like an artifact instead of like something that's actually going to work, unless they've not got it going yet. It's a lot of ongoing stuff still to be done here, but it's certainly not a construction site that you're staying in. Like they're advertising, really. I mean, they are saying that there's a lot of work going on. Really, yes, out the back there is a lot of construction taking place on the water park, but in terms of the hotel itself, I don't think that takes away from it at all. And especially when you see this, absolutely amazing. We're going to head upstairs shortly and have a look. My room's actually on the ground level, but we'll go up there and have a look at the view from down the top. I'm just staying down the corridor there. However, I've just seen a sign for a games room, so let's have a look down there. That's interesting. There we go, the 27th of June, when the ground was broke, 2018. Not that long ago, is it really? Let's have a look downstairs here. I do love all the finish though inside. Got a very rustic sort of feel to it, with all the stone, and it's got, like I say, a very different feel to the other hotels, which is good because you don't want them to all be the same, do you? You know, it's all about having stuff that's a bit different. Little pharmacy there. Don't really know where I'm going, but I'm going for it. Oh, there we go, here's the arcade. Toilets down here. Just a small arcade, only a few games in there. Right, let's head back upstairs so we can see some more of that wonderful atrium. I mean, already from here it gives you a very different perspective on it all. And this is only one floor up. Blimey, it's huge in here, isn't it? Ah, here we go. So the bar actually stretches upstairs as well, which is interesting. Doesn't look very active in there at the moment. There we are, and then you got a little cafe just here to the side as well. Just said the opening times there, that's open in the daytime, that's shut on an evening. So obviously you've got the other restaurants, but little look at that there, quite chilled out. It's definitely built with families in mind. It's very nice, isn't it? Right, I think what I'm going to do is head up in the lift all the way up to the top and let's see what the atrium looks like from up there. Here's a look inside the lift. Nice Schindler lift, we like one of those. All the different snowy mountains there. Gives you a bit of information on all the different pools in the other hotels that you can use. So obviously this hotel hasn't been built with an actual swimming pool, what's just for the hotel, obviously because it's got the huge water park. It's going to be opening in November. Right, here we are, sixth floor, as high as we can go in the lift, so I assume this is at the top of the atrium. Wow, and here we are. So from here we can look right down at all the different floors and that epic structure in the middle. Wonderful. I assume these are different suites up here. It says what, 28 different suites? So I'm assuming that's what all these are. There's a nice like watery effect up there. I don't know if it's really picking up on the camera. Let me just try and zoom in. But yeah, if you look up there, it's like a green watery effect that just keeps moving in the ceiling. It looks good in person, but obviously it's just one of them effects the camera doesn't tend to pick up very well. A look down there here from the top. All those different floors. But yeah, I'm very impressed. Just love the details and the build quality. You can really tell that it's been built to last, and that's the thing with Europa Park. When they do something, they do it to last and they do it well, and that's certainly the case with this. Seating area, yeah, obviously that would be a corridor on the other levels, I'd imagine, leading down to different rooms. Europa Park news, like they have their own newsletter and newspaper. Amazing, isn't it? With it being family owned, they do care so much. Right, and there we are. That's a look round Krønasår. I'm gonna make my way back downstairs and head into my room so you can see the room, the bit that probably a lot of you have been waiting for. So let's go down and have a look at that. So just before heading down to my room, I decided to come to the 4th floor where we can look out of some of the windows in the corridors just to have a look at Rulantica and the area around it. And this also gives you a bit of an idea of how far we are from the other hotels. So if I zoom in just here, you can see Hotel Balrog over there with the lighthouse and the huge facade. Alcazar off there just to the right of the shot. And there on the left hand side as well, Colosseo. That just gives you a bit of an idea, and like I said, they are running them buses at 15-minute intervals during peak times and every half hour during non-peak times. You can see more parking going in here. There's also plans in the future for another hotel to be built on the plot of land over there, along with more expansion for Rulantica. And talking of Rulantica, we can see more from another window just down here. Now, of course, this is very much work in progress, but looking out towards Rulantica, you get an idea on the scale of the building itself. Down the bottom left corner there, you can see the bridge that will connect Krønasår to Rulantica. And obviously, all this is the different changing facilities and everything in here in the smaller building that obviously connects onto the main building at the back there, which is the water park itself. You can see all different like air vents and all that sort of stuff at the moment. Of course, once it's all fully themed up, it'll look a lot nicer than it does at the moment. But yeah, like I say, it's a work in progress with that one. So I've just crossed over to the other side of the corridor just to give you a look at the view out towards the theme park. And I must say, with the sun starting to go down this evening, makes the view even nicer. I've just seen Silver Star going round. Over there, the B&M Hypercoaster. Euro Tower over there as well. Looks wonderful, doesn't it, with that sunlight? See the crane here in the foreground, putting in a new building down there. Believed to be some sort of staff accommodation. But there you go, it shows, doesn't it, how much this resort really is expanding. And it's certainly very exciting for the future. Right then, so we're back on the ground floor, about to have a look inside my room here at Krønasår. Here we go, so I'm on the right hand side at the end of this corridor, just here. Here we are, 8,067. So here we go, here's the card. Again, nicely themed. And let's have a look inside. The rooms are huge in my opinion. Bear in mind, this is just a normal room. There we go, welcome. There we are. So yes, with it being on the ground floor, I also get a little patio area out the back just there as well. Just look out towards the car park, but it's still nice to have that patio, isn't it? But yeah, look at the size of the room. I think for the price that you pay, you certainly get a lot of value. Here we go. A little look at all the details, following on with that museum theme. And it's really cool now still walking in here again. Of course, they've got air conditioning all fitted in, free Wi-Fi. It's also free parking here at Hotel Krønasår, of course, if you're a hotel guest. And yeah, you get early access into the park as well for early ride time. But there we are. Right, we'll start with the normally not so glamorous room, but we'll start with the toilet. There's a little look at it there. What's good with this is the toilet's actually in its separate area to the rest of the bathroom that is actually quite handy, because if someone's having a shower, it means that obviously, you know, if you need the toilet, you haven't got to go somewhere else down into the main lobby, for example. You can, it's all very separate. Here's a little look inside the, I call it a bathroom, but there isn't a bath, it's a shower. There's me. There's all your sink and everything there. Got some glasses. I mean, stuff like that's very handy when you stay in a hotel. All the Krønasår branding, which is very nice. Yeah, there's your shower. I've not tried it yet. I've tried to leave the room as clean as possible until I've done this video. Then I'll get all my toothpaste and all that sort of stuff out. But hairdryer there. This is quite nice. It's a window what looks through, there we are, into the main bedroom itself. But yeah, you've got this little blind in here. Some little details, some scrolls in there. There we are. Plenty of storage inside here as well. Lots of different towels, but obviously, you know, especially if you come with Charlotte and stay here, you know, you need storage because girls tend to bring a lot of stuff with them away when they go on a theme park trip. So moving out there of the toilet and also the bathroom facilities, or should I say shower, some more storage at the top. This is all wardrobe space. Have a look inside here. Got a nice robe that they gave me there as well, and you can take that down to the swimming pools. There's a safe there. Another little couple of bits here. Not too sure exactly what they are. There we are. Sponge. And then down here we've got a nice Europa Park Hotels shopper bag that I can take away with me. There we are. A nice recycling, reusable, double-sided Europa Park Hotels bag. So if you ever spot me at a theme park with that, you know exactly where I got it from and when. Talking of the beds then, of course we've got the bunk beds over here. This is quite nice, isn't it? You've got a lot of different hotels, the water park there. That's quite nice, isn't it? Ed Euromouse, Happiness since 1975. Paris, Hotel Coliseo. It's like all stuff what's been packaged up, isn't it? And there's a little look at the beds. Reasonable size, I'd say. Not the biggest single beds I've had. But you know, I'd say they're okay. I'm not sleeping in them tonight anyway, so it's not too bad for me. At the top just there, you got a little light. I have slept in the bunk beds over in Balrock before, and yeah, I must say, I felt like they were a bit smaller in there because you actually sleep in a boat. With these, they look a bit bigger. This is like some sort of quest, I think, that you can do. Unfortunately, it is all in German, so there's no English for this. I must say, in terms of everything else, though, there is English available, which is good. But oh, there we go. It gives you all sorts of information and a little preview there about Rulantica. But stuff for the kids to do, which is always nice, isn't it? Here's the main bed in the middle just there. Quite big, very comfy actually as well. I had a little lay on it earlier on. I didn't want to mess it up too much, but there we are. What's quite interesting, because I booked this as a single room, they've actually gave me a single quilt and a single pillow. So that must be just the sort of thing what they do. Like if it's booked for one person, they don't put like loads of pillows in and things because of that. So I know some people would want 2 pillows. I know Charlotte would, but obviously if it was booked as for 2, then there'd be the correct amount of stuff. However, you can easily just get stuff off those beds, but it does say that you can ring reception and they'll give you what you want in terms of extra quilts and all that sort of stuff. Like most hotels really, they're very giving when it comes to all of that. Bottles of water, TV information. Yeah, all these books aren't real, by the way. It's all just theming, but it's very nice. I think there's going to be a few hidden gems here all towards Rulantica. I think the rooms are stunning. I'd say they're probably my favourite rooms out of any of the Europa Park hotels. Bear in mind I have stayed in them all now, all 6 hotels. There's a case down there. It doesn't open. Again, it's just theming. Same with the bottom drawers there. They don't open, but the ones on the top do. The laptop and the Pepsi Max don't come in the room. They're mine. They're Snorri. But again, it's not just printed on. It's like engraved into the wood. All sorts of information up there. This wonderful mermaid above the TV up there. Actually rendering the Belwadi vlog at the moment. That's now online here on the channel. So there you go. Make sure you check it out. There we are. You can see some more information about Rulantica up there. And there we go, that's a little look to my outdoor area as the sun starts to set. God, that's nice, isn't it? I might have to sit out there and just have a cocktail and have a relax. I'm meeting up with some friends this evening who are also here from the UK to come and stay here for the opening night. So I'm going to meet them in the bar and just have a bit of a chill out, enjoy the facilities. You've got that huge map of Rulantica at the back, all the different themed areas as well. It's going to be amazing when the water park opens, and I can't wait. There you go. Oh, we've got this little table there is down here as well. Some more details, and of course you've got the big chair. But yeah, there you go. That is Krønasår. In terms of plug sockets, there's loads. You've got 2 down there, one there, one there, and there's 3 behind there. So, you know, people always say, oh, yeah, how many plugs and things. So just give you all that information. I think I've pretty much covered everything there. That is Hotel Krønasår. Of course, if you've got any more information, comment down below on this video. Check out the official Europa Park website. And sometimes though, it's nice to actually speak to someone who stayed there, isn't it? Just to give you a bit of tips and stuff. You know, obviously websites are great, but sometimes it's nice just to speak to someone who's actually stayed there that can tell you what it's really like. And my honest opinion of this hotel, I think it's absolutely wonderful. I was concerned at first that there wasn't going to be as many details in the hotel. And that's certainly not the case, because there's a lot to look at. In terms of where it is located within the Europa Park resort, as it is really now, with that, again, I was concerned thinking, oh, is it a long way from the theme park and the hotels? Actually, because they've got the connectivity with that regular bus service, it doesn't make it too bad at all. It'll be interesting to see how busy the bus gets at certain times, but I think they've got a couple of them that shuttle back every 15 minutes during the peak times, which is the morning when the park's opening, and also at night when it shuts, and then all the way in the evening as well, every half an hour. So there you go. Anyway, I'm going to head outside because the sun's going down. I think it'd be really nice just to wrap up the video. Just over there, there's a little hill, and I walked around there during winter, so we'll have another look at the outside of that wonderful facade here at Krønasår. And there you go. I hope you've enjoyed this room tour, so you can see this beautiful new hotel. It really is an impressive building, isn't it? And looks even more majestic with the sun going down just there and the building being lit up very lightly by the sunlight. But there you go. I hope you very much enjoyed this tour, having a look around Krønasår, the museum hotel, and just a bit of information all about it. Of course, it's still in its early stages in terms of the overall package that you're going to get staying there. It's all about Rolantica, that opens on the 28th of November. That's when this whole area is going to come to life even more. But it's not just the hotel, what they've put in. You've got to think about all the road structure and all the different paths. You know, so much has been done over the past couple of years here away from the hotel and water park complex. They've actually put special exits in on the main roads around here that lead to this section. It's known as the Rolantica area. So in the future, we know there's going to be more accommodation here. We've already seen some plans online that show that there's going to be another hotel at the side just here as well. So yeah, this is also to look forward to in the years to come. And in terms of all the area, it's very nicely landscaped around here. You've got to look at it all, there's all the paths, and the beauty of it is as well, in terms of where it's located, you're a little bit further away from the park, so I find it even more relaxing. The fact that you don't look out your window and see all the rides going round, it's quite chilled out, isn't it? And I do really quite like that. It's a bit different, very different to the other hotels. But yeah, all these different paths and things they've put in. If you wanted to, you could walk over to the park, you can walk to the town of Rust, that of course Europa Park is built in, and yeah, you can also hire cycles from the hotels as well, so that's quite interesting, isn't it? You can have a bike ride all around the area and get to see it. But yeah, honestly, I really can't wait for the future. Look forward to coming back here in November for the opening, of course, to see that wonderful new water park Rolantica and all the different attractions inside, and I'll be covering that here on Theme Park Worldwide. There's so much competition in Germany between different water parks, so I really think Europa Park are going to go to town with this one. And we've seen all the plans, the concepts, we know what it's going to be like, but I think there's so much more that's not yet been revealed that we're going to get to discover when Rolantica opens. And there's the bus, what connects it all. It's starting to feel a bit like a Disney park in terms of all these shuttle buses and more hotels going in. It's expanding rapidly, Europa Park, and it's certainly very exciting for the future. Thank you very much for joining me here on Theme Park Worldwide for a look round Krønasår, the museum hotel, and that means it's time to cue those credits. See you in the theme park.